Okay, I'm just giving a minute or two for people to come back. Just let's wait for 2 minutes. Anybody who wants to ask any doubts, now is the time. Any doubts, any queries, anything, any feedback? Somebody wants me to go slow. Someone was saying English. I will try and keep it to English. Okay, just giving 2 minutes to people to come back. A fundamental analysis is basically for long term. Okay. What is the next question? Where is this institute? We are based in Navi Mumbai. Okay. What else questions are there? Navi Mumbai is close to Mumbai if you all don't know. How do they determine upper circuit, lower circuit? They have softwares. Okay. It is decided by BSc, NSE. Okay. Every share, normally it is between 5 to 10%, but every share has a little bit of variation in that. Will it cover fundamental analysis? We will not be focusing on fundamental analysis because I want you all to trade and not have only investments. Okay, and even to apply fundamental analysis, you need to know technical analysis. So I will focus only on technical analysis. I myself have been trading for 14 years and I use only technical analysis, though I have studied fundamental analysis. Any other question? Anybody? Okay, fine. I think we've given more than enough time. So we will move ahead. Okay, so where were we? We were on bullish and bearish candles. Okay, I think I've not shared the screen. Just give me a minute. Okay, so bullish and bearish candles. Okay, so like I said, open, high, low, close. These are the four things that you get out of a candle. Now, how do you see a bullish candle and a bearish candle? Okay, the main difference between bullish and bearish is not that bullish makes profit and bearish makes loss. No, the main difference is open in bullish candle is less, close is more. And in case of a bearish candle, open is more and close is less. Okay, I'll say it again. In case of a bullish candle, the close price is more, the open price is less. You can see over here, the close price over here is 67 and the open price is 62. Whereas in case of a bearish candle, open price is more, close price is less. Open price 456 hai, close price 435 hai. Okay, so that is the main difference between a bullish candle and a bearish candle. Bearish candle opens at a lower price, closes at a higher price, whereas a bearish candle opens at a higher price, closes at a lower price. Okay, these candles may be red, green and red, or black and white, or probably colored and uncolored. Okay, sometimes different websites use different color. They all mean the same. If it's a bullish candle, it simply means that the open price was less and the close price was more. Okay, and in case of a bearish candle, the open price was more and the close price was less. Apart from this, a candle will also show you a high and a low. Okay, you can see over here 70 is the high of the day or the candle and 58 is the low of the candle. Similarly, here also it's the same, high of the candle, low of the candle. This is same for both. Okay, so that is the major difference between a bullish candle and a bearish candle. Pradeep, please don't draw on the screen. If you have any query, you can put it in the box. Okay, so is it clear, everybody? High, close, open, and low. Okay, these are the four things that you see out of this. Okay, and in case of a bullish candle, the open is low, close is high. In case of a bearish candle, the close is low and the open is high. Okay, any doubts? Anybody has any? Utkarsh, high and low depends on the last candle, whatever happened in the last period. I'll just show you the time frames of a candle. Okay, you can see candles for various type of periods. Okay, here you can see these are candles and this is the period. So you can see candles for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, even 1 month. Okay, so when I see a 1 month candle, what am I seeing? I am seeing that in the month of April, okay, in the month of April, the price opened at this price, that is say 368. This is rough approximately I'm talking. And the price at the end of the month was this 339. Okay, and in the whole month, maximum price went till this and minimum it went till here. Okay, I'll show it another different candle. Say we will take this candle. So this is which month? This is, I think it is Feb or March. Okay, so in March or whatever Feb, the price opened at this price 311. It closed at this price 195 and it went to a minimum of this much. Okay, that is 171. Okay, so it is on what period are you seeing? Now this I am seeing a monthly candle. Now if I want to see 15 minutes candle, so this I have put 15 minutes. So this shows me last 15 minutes. So if you can see over here below, it is also showing you time. Okay, this is called as a crosshair. If you look at the crosshair, okay, so here you can see at the bottom of the crosshair, it is showing 415, sorry, 215 on this date. Okay, below the volume. So there you can see they have given you the date or and the time of the candle. So this is the candle which was at 2 o'clock, 2 hours 15 minutes. 2:15 को ये candle बनी थी. Okay. Next candle you can see it is on 2:30. Next candle you can see it is on 2:45. Next candle 3 o'clock and 3:15. Same thing. Same thing 1 hour. Okay. So what they are showing over here depends on previous day trading. Okay, fine. So yeah, here. So here you can see for again 1 hour. This is from 115 to 215, 215 to 315. Okay, this is next day. Next day 9:15 ko pehla candle bana because I'm seeing at 1 hour. Okay, so every hour you can see a candle. Okay, so candle depends on what period or what time frame you're seeing. Okay, this is an example of candlestick chart. I've shown you the real chart also. Okay, so these are the different time frames you can see. You can see 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay, daily, weekly, monthly candles. So we are going to be focusing on candlesticks. Okay, there are two categories in which candlesticks are divided. Okay, single candle patterns and multiple candle patterns. Single candle patterns, we use single candle, that is one candle to analyze. Multiple, we use more than one. Okay. Okay, so now let's look at our first example. Our first example is bullish Marubozu. Okay, so now from here we are starting actual investments or actual strategies. Please pay attention. Anybody who has doubts, anybody who wants to know anything more about the strategy, you can put it on the message box. I will give you time after every example or every explanation that I do. So bullish Marubozu. Marubozu again, like I said, is a Japanese term. It's a Japanese creation. So Marubozu means hairless, bald. Okay, ganja. Okay, it doesn't have any wick on the top or any wick at the bottom. As you can see over here, the candle doesn't have anything above this and anything below this. So what does this indicate? This indicates that the open price and the low price, that is here, the open and the low was same and the high and the close was also same. Okay, if you see a Marubozu in the market, you should enter in this trade. Okay, this is a short trade, or you can say this is a very safe trade that you can do as a starter. Okay, as a beginner, if you see a Marubozu in the market, enter into the market. इसमें आपको ट्रेंड वेंड कुछ देखने का जरूरत नहीं है. Whether there is a positive trend in the market, whether there is a negative trend in the market, doesn't matter at all. The only thing that matters is what? It should not have a wick, and it should not be very small or very large. The candle should not be very small, or the candle should not be very large. Okay, like you can see in this example over here. Okay, so here as soon as I see a Marubozu, okay, here you can see a small wick. In market, never look for perfection. Thoda bahut imperfection is okay. Okay, you need to be a little flexible in the market. Okay, so when I see a Marubozu candle, what do I do? Whenever I see a Marubozu candle, the top of the candle becomes my entry point. So here, for example, say if it is 1040, I'm taking rough estimates right now. 1040 पे मैं enter कर लूंगा, and 980, this will be my entry. This 980 will be my stop loss. Okay, and as you see, after Marubozu, most of the times the share will always give you a good return. Okay, so this is bullish Marubozu. Similarly, bearish Marubozu, it is completely the reverse. Okay, the market has opened at a high, and the entry point will be below this point. Okay, here again, you don't need to see the you don't have to see your what do you say, trend of the market. Okay, the only thing you have to be careful about is it should not be too large or too small. The candle should not be very big, or the candle should not be very small. Okay, so how will you set up this trade? If I see, like you can see over here, if I see a candle which is becoming a Marubozu, I'll wait for the candle to complete. As soon as it completes below this price, I will enter. So for example, I will enter at 408, and I will keep a stop loss of 415 or something like that. And as you can see, it has taken a very big turn. Okay, so the higher point will be your stop loss, the lower point will be your entry point. Here I am bearish as in I will be shorting. Okay. Okay, so anybody who has any doubts in Marubozu as a strategy, what is your target? Okay, if I am trading Marubozu, what I will do is every time a new candle opens, I will take the end of the previous candle. I'll give you an example. For example, say if I entered over here, okay. Now see if I entered over here, okay, so what I will do is I will first keep my stop loss over here, say at 980. As soon as I see that the price has gone over here, see here the price has increased. Okay, so the price started moving in this direction. When it moved to this direction, I will move my stop loss from this point to this point. So पहले मेरा stop loss 980 था. Now I will move my stop loss to 1020. Once I move it to 1020, I know for a fact that I will not make any losses. Then as soon as the share goes a little higher, say it goes here, okay, I see it moving in this direction. So as soon as I see the share has gone at this price, I will move my stop loss to this price, somewhere over here, okay, in this price. So this is how you have to trail your share. Now I'll show you the same in the bearish market. Now here, okay. So here, as soon as I make my entry over here, first entry I will make over here, and I will keep my stop loss over here. Okay. Now next candle came over here, then it moved over here. As soon as this candle moved over here, I see that the candle has gone below 402. I will move my stop loss from 420 to 400 whatever 10 over here. Okay. So your initial stop loss was over here. As soon as you see that the price is going downwards, you move your stop loss over here. As soon as you see that the price has gone below this also, you move your stop loss over here. Okay, so as soon as I see this candle, I booked my, as soon as it came over here, I booked my stop loss at 402. So now even if the market reverses, okay, then similarly when it comes to 390, I will move my stop loss over here. So you are guaranteed that from this price to this price, you will make a profit. यहां से लेके यहां तक का प्रॉफिट तो बन गया. फिर जब यहाँ पे मूवमेंट वापस ऊपर आया, when it started moving again up over here, your stop loss will hit and you will still make a very good amount of money. Okay, so Mr. Ram, I think you're clear with this. Mr. Pradeep, which time frame is best for intraday? I would suggest 15 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes if you're very confident. For starters, I would suggest you go with 15 minutes. Any other question? Okay, whenever you're looking at 15 minutes candle, don't look at only 15 minutes candle. Also look at the daily candle. Okay, it will help you in knowing that what is the daily trend of the share. Any other doubts? Anybody wants to add into this? Any queries? So as a starter, this is a good strategy to begin with, but unfortunately, Maru Bozus are not very common in the market. Not that they don't happen, but it takes a lot of research and you have to keep looking into shares and keep searching and searching, and it happens rarely in the market. Okay, so this was a single pattern, single candle pattern. Now we will look at a multiple candle pattern. What is the difference between a single candle pattern and a multiple candle pattern? A single candle pattern shows you only one candle. Multiple candle pattern you should use, or you use more than one candle together. Sachin Garg, how to put this indicator in Upstock? If Upstock allows me, I will take this. You can put me a message later. I will. You can discuss this with me. Dharnasi Anil, I don't have the time to go through all the methods or all these all the patterns. Currently, I will be doing engulfing and harami. Okay, shooting star, I will probably take it in the next seminar. Anyone else who has any other doubts? Okay, so we are running again short of time. Let's run ahead. Next is engulfing pattern. So what is engulfing pattern? Okay, in engulfing pattern, we look at two candles. Okay, this is a reversal strategy. Now, what do you mean by reversal strategy? A reversal strategy is when market is in one trend and suddenly you see an indicator which shows you that there is a reversal that might come. Okay, that kind of strategy is called as a reversal strategy. So market was in downtrend. You see that the prior trend of the market was down. Okay, then you see this indicator, you see this happening. As soon as you see this happening, you know that now there is a reversal that is coming in the market. Okay, so how do you decide whether there is a reversal? So if I see that one candle which has formed is a red candle and which is a small candle, and after that there is a candle which is a green candle which completely covers the red candle. As you can see over here, the green candle has completely covered the red candle. Here you can say that there is a bullish engulfing which is happening. Srinivas, yes, you can put me a message after the lecture. I will share this PPT with everybody. Whoever needs this PPT, you can put me a message later. I will share it with you all. Please mute whoever it is. I can hear someone. Please mute. Okay. So coming back to engulfing pattern. Okay, so now how do you trade this? How do I set up a trade if I see an engulfing pattern happening? Okay, so let's go to an example. Siddesh. Okay, can someone confirm that you can hear me? Siddesh seems to having a problem with the voice. Akash, you can put message over here. What is your query? Okay, rest everyone can have. Siddesh, please check your system. There might be some problem with your system. I suppose everybody can hear. Okay, Siddesh, please check your system. There might be a problem with your system. Okay, so now how do we set up an engulfing pattern? Okay, First thing you will see that the trend was downtrend. Like, okay, over here you can see there was a downtrend which was going on. Okay, and you see that there is an engulfing which has happened. Okay, here again you can see that the VIX has gone. This red candle's wick is going a little up, but we will not consider that. Like I said, market mein perfection mat dhundo. Don't try to find perfect patterns. Try to make up that what is happening in the market, and thoda bahut adjustment you can do. Okay, so here as we can see that there was a red candle which was there, and then a blue candle came which completely covered this. Pradeep, I will show you a resistance and support, drawing of resistance and support. I will just show it to you once we do it. Okay, after completion, you can put me a message again. I will show it. Okay, so what I will do over here, as soon as I see this, if I am ready to take a little bit of risk, immediately as soon as this candle is formed, I will make an entry. That is, I will make a buy call. Okay, how will you make a buy call? So what I will do is, I will take an entry at this position. Okay, this price, and I will keep a stop loss of the minimum of these two. Okay, इन दोनों का जो least होगा उन दोनों के least पे मैं अपना stop loss बिठा दूंगा. So I will put a stop loss over here and I will put an entry over here. Okay, and as you can see, it has gone upwards. Okay, so this is how you trade a engulfing pattern. Anyone has any doubts how to set a bullish engulfing pattern trade? Okay, same thing you can see over here. There is a downtrend. There was a red candle which was covered by a blue candle. As soon as you see these two, and you see, if you want to be very sure, okay, if you want to be absolutely sure about your trade, what you can do is you can wait for this third candle to come. Okay, when you see this candle and you see that this candle has opened above the blue candle. Okay, if this candle has opened above the blue candle, this is a assurance that your trade is correct. Okay, so if you see this, this is a double assurance that now this trade can be entered into because it has opened upwards. So here you can see that there is a good uptrend. Okay, anybody who has any doubts, or else I'll move ahead. Okay, Oppo F1. Yes, I will try and share recording of the session if it is possible. I have kept the recording, but I don't know whether it is happening or not. If it is happening, I will surely share it with you. Okay, just put me a message, whatever you need. If you need PPT, you need a recording of the session, you can always message me on social media or whatever. You can put me a mail, and as soon as it will be possible, I will share it with you all. Okay. So bullish engulfing and bearish engulfing. Now bullish engulfing ka absolute opposite is bearish engulfing. Okay. So in bearish engulfing, again, it will be the reverse of bullish engulfing. In bullish engulfing, we were seeing that the market was in a downtrend. In bearish engulfing, we will see that the market was in a uptrend. After an uptrend, I see that there is a green candle, which was completely covered by a red candle. As soon as you see this, you know that you can enter into this trade. Now, how do you enter this trade? So first, you will take the lower of the two. Okay, like I have said, here I'll give you this. So here you can see there were two candles. So I will take a lower of these two candles as my entry and higher of these two candles as my stop loss. Okay, as soon as I see my stop loss and this, I will enter into this trade. And once I enter, I will hold it till it keeps going downwards. Okay, so it is same like bullish engulfing, just you have to do the reverse. Any doubts? Okay, so I'll move to the next pattern. We will do one more multiple candle pattern, which is called as the bullish harami. Bullish harami and bearish harami. Okay, harami over here doesn't mean the Hindi word. It is basically a Japanese term which means pregnant lady. Okay, like you can see in this, the pattern shows that it has a similar, you can say, design of a pregnant lady. Okay, that's the Japanese term. I don't know why. So bullish harami basically says what? It says that here again there is a pattern which is following and it is getting reversed. Okay, only it is absolute opposite of engulfing. If you look at the bullish engulfing pattern, this is how bullish engulfing looks, and this is how bearish engulfing looks. In bullish engulfing, if you look, there was a red candle which was covered by a green candle. Okay, whereas in bearish, a red candle covered the green candle, but on the reverse side. Okay, the rest of the things will be exactly the same. Okay, you will take, like you can see over here, you will take the two candles, whichever is the longer one. Uska jo, hmm, hmm. First thing you will see is the downtrend. Okay, here you can see that the share was in a downtrend. Then the lower of the two will be your stop loss. The higher of the two will be your entry point. Okay, and then you can see that the share has given a uptrend. Okay, any doubts on bullish harami? Okay, so like bullish harami, the same happens in bearish harami. Okay, it goes the opposite direction. Bearish harami, a green candle covers a red candle. Okay, Utkarsh. Okay, I'll go again. In case of a bullish harami, a red candle will cover the green candle. When a red candle covers a green candle in a downtrend, and the next candle comes as a green candle above this candle here. Okay, if you see that there is a candle which is getting formed over here. Okay, and it is a green candle, or for that matter, even if it is a red candle, it is an indication that there is a bullish reversal happening. Okay. So this is bullish harami. The same happens with bearish harami. If the market was in an uptrend and then a red candle is covered completely by a green candle and the next candle comes below it, the next is your strat or your pattern is reversed and you can enter into this trade. Okay, any doubts till now? We've done 3 types of candles: Marubozu, we've done engulfing, and we've done harami. Pradeep, okay, I'll explain once again. Okay, bearish harami. What does bearish harami say? It says that if the market was in an uptrend, after the uptrend, you see a green candle which was completely covered by, which completely covers a red candle. Okay, so like over here, you can see there is a green candle which is completely covering a red candle, and the next candle comes below it. This shows that there is a bearish harami pattern happening. Okay, so what I will do over here, I will take this as my stop loss. Okay, and this as my entry point. This as my entry point, and I will hold. Okay, and like you can see, it has gone downwards. Okay, anybody else who has any doubts? Okay, next thing is very important as a supporting, you can say, indicator when you put a trade, that is volume. Okay, volumes are very important when you trade. Without volumes, you should never trade. Okay, so this table, if you want, I'll share this PPT with you all. Okay, you can keep this as a reminder to yourself when you pick up a trade. Okay, if you are thinking of a bullish trade, okay, we are running out of time again, so this meeting might come to an end in 10 minutes. If it comes to an end, you all know what to do. You have to join back again. Okay, so if the price increases, volume increases, this indicates that the market is bullish. Okay, if the price increases, if the volume increases, it gives you a bullish indicator. If the price decreases and volume increases, it gives you a bearish indication. Okay, so if you are seeing that the prices in the market are going up, and with that the volumes are also going up, this indicates that the market is bullish. Okay, so if you are planning a bullish strategy, or if you see a bullish candle, you know that okay, now is the time to enter into the market. Similarly, if the price is decreasing and you see that there are very good volumes together with a candle or with a pattern, you know that the market is bearish. However, if you see that the price is increasing but there are no volumes, okay, or the volume is coming down, now here you have to be cautious. Okay, here it means that smart money is not buying shares. Smart money, what is smart money? These are all these institutional investors, FIIs, okay, QIPs. These are big players in the market. They are the ones who actually drive the market. Okay, and obviously as a retail investor, you will not be able to compete with these guys. Don't try to defy what they are doing. Okay, if you can't defeat someone, join him. Simple as that. किसी को हरा नहीं सकते तो उससे जुड़ जाओ. So if they are saying that okay, we are buying a lot, go bullish. They are saying we are selling a lot, go bearish. Okay. So this table is very important. If price increases, volume increases, market is bullish. Price decreases, volume increases, market is bearish. If price increases but volume decreases, you should not enter into the market. And if the price decreases and volume is also decreasing, again, you should not enter into the market. Okay. So in short, what do we mean? If there is no volume, do not trade. Okay, if you cannot see volumes, don't trade. I will give you a checklist at the end, what all you should check. One of the major things you need to check is volumes. I will also show you how you can select stocks. Okay, at the end of the session, I will show it to you. Next, now we are coming to an indicator. Okay, so this is one of the indicators. You can use indicators in themselves also, and you can use them as a supporting data also. Okay, moving average, simple moving average. This is one of the most widely used, you can say, indicator across all types of trading, even in algo trading, where people basically use softwares. Okay, they enter the data in software that okay, ऐसा हुआ तो trade बिठाना है. If this condition is satisfied, trade बिठाना है. Okay, so moving average is one of the most widely used, and it is one of the most easiest strategies that you can use. Okay, so I will be showing you all how to set up moving average. Okay, now this I'm showing in Zerodha. This is available everywhere in all the brokers. All indicators give you data. Okay, but you cannot say that this indicator is the best indicator. Okay, it depends on how much you have used it, how much time have you practiced on it. Okay, all indicators give you good data. You should be confident about your research. Okay, you have to keep practicing with your research. Okay, these are some of the good indicators. If I'll show you over here, these are all the indicators. If you see, there are n number of indicators over here. Okay, all are good. Which time frame for and period for intraday? Okay, so we will be showing it to you right now. Don't go for intraday as a starter. I would suggest you go for swing trading. Okay, swing trading may basically you will be holding your share for a couple of days or sometimes a few weeks. Okay, but generally time frame for intraday according to me should be 30 days period. 30 days or 15 days depends on what you need. I hope you're asking moving average period. Okay, now here I am taking 50 days. If you're planning intraday, you can take 15 days or 30 days also. Okay, here you will select exponential. And done. Okay, so this is my moving average line. Now, how do you trade with moving average line? Moving average line simply says what? That when the line completely cuts up, that is, it goes above the moving average, you buy. As soon as it goes below the moving average, you sell. Simple as that. Jaise you see that it has crossed the moving average above, you buy. As soon as it goes below the moving average, you sell. Okay, one of the major things, or you can say one of the major ways to get successful in moving averages, do trade on every moving average. Every time it crosses, you trade. However, the cross should be complete. Okay, I'll give you an example over here. Now here you can see that it has touched the moving average, but just touching it is not enough. Okay, it has to cross it. Okay, I'll explain again, because what you have to do is when you start trading, I'll show you from somewhere. Let's say, let's come over here. Okay, now you were in the market over here. You saw that, okay, here it is cutting. Okay, you see over here that it is cutting. As soon as you see this, okay, don't even see this. Okay, let's go a little over here. So you see this candle, you see that it has crossed, but it is still touching it. So I will not enter over here. But here I see that it has crossed. This candle has come very strong and it has also crossed the moving average. Okay, so what I will do is I will enter over here, say at this price. Okay, say I entered at 295. So I will enter at 295 and I will keep holding the share till it doesn't cross the moving average again. So where did it cross the moving average properly? Over here, if you see, it has crossed the moving average properly. Okay, so here there was a very small candle. I will wait one more candle. So here I exit. So if you see, it has moved from almost 295 to 395, almost 100 points. Okay, so this is how it is used. Now here again, you can see that it has come down. Okay, so 395 it came, again it went a little up. Now here it crossed the moving average again. So here you will book a stop, you will book a loss and get out. Okay, again you will put a trade over here, again it will give you a little bit of, I think, no profit no loss, and you will get out. Okay, so this keeps happening in the market again and again, you will see. But once you enter over here, again say at 395 you entered, after that it has not crossed the moving average almost till here. So 395 say 365, almost 30 points you made over here. Okay, again over here it crossed, you made a small loss. Okay, here you would not exit. Stop loss will be again when it hits the moving average, or when it crosses the moving average. Okay, so in this kind of trade you will not put a fixed stop loss, but every time the share keeps moving downwards, you will start updating your stop loss like I showed in the previous slides. Okay, when I showed you engulfing, I showed you how to do it. Indicator's name is moving average. Okay, I will show it to you again. Once again, as starters, this is one of the strategies which you can use. Okay, I will show you how to set it up again. Come in studies, put moving. Someone has put their mic on. Please put off your mic, whoever it is. Okay. So I enter moving average. You see this table, put 50 in your period and change this from simple to exponential. Okay, and done. This is how you set up a moving average. Okay, this is one of the most simplest strategies you can do as a starter. Now, any doubts? Okay, so here I've put an example where you can see, okay, you have to trade on every fluctuation. Like here, there is a fluctuation which happened. I entered over here. I made a profit of how much? From 165 to 187. Okay, then again, once it comes over here, I change my position to sell. Okay, from say 180 to 178, 2 rupees profit I made. 178, okay, you can ignore this one. You can put it over here, 182. 182 I sold up till 165, I got a profit. Again, 165, say I kept holding. Here it touched, but it did not cross, so I will not sell. And it went as high as